And it's about publishing an NPM package. We have like about 15 minutes, so we can go through this hopefully. That's the wrong key. If I go to my terminal and I open up the right thing, you can see I followed the first step. I didn't want to do this while my screen was shared. So you can see I ran npm login. I put in my username. I put in my password, which it thankfully hides. I put in my email and then put in my OTP. And then now I'm logged in. So the next step that we have to do is we want to actually create a node package that we can publish to npm. So first, I know here it says actually, yeah. So first, let's actually create the folder. So what's that? It's called. Yep. So I'm just gonna create this, and I'm gonna find out what the date is really quick. So it's the 1st of March. Yep. So something important to keep in mind is that you can't publish 2 packages with the same name. Hopefully that wasn't a surprise to anyone, but there are pretty bad security issues that could happen if you have multiple people publishing packages with the same name. Yep. So the next step is to run npm init. I'm going to run a bit of a variation of this command, which you might see run sometimes, and that's just npm init -y. And all this does is it answers all the questions for me because I'm a bit lazy sometimes. So you can see it set the name, version, description, main. It set some scripts, which we don't need to worry about. It set keywords, author, and the license. And yeah, so the most important field here is probably main. I think main and version are the more important fields. Main specifies the main file of the package you're publishing. So when you import the file or you use the require function, like we used in some of the early exercises, it will import directly from this file. So yeah, so let's actually find folder here. So we can see we only have the package.json. So I'm going to create an index.js. It doesn't really matter what we put in here, but let's see if there's anything they want us to put in here. Yeah, so we just want to make it print hello world to the screen. So if we console.log hello world, if we publish this passage, so if we publish this package and then import it, we should get hello world printed to the screen. And let's say hello world from our npm package, just so that we know it's from the npm package. The next step is, I think, just to publish it. Actually, yeah, no. So we have a couple other steps. So this version field is important as well because npm only allows you to publish a single version of each. It allows you to publish once per version, which is another security thing. You don't want people overriding existing versions, which could cause issues. So let's just update the package.json here to have a version of, this is 1.0.0, which should be unique because I'm pretty sure I haven't published this before, but I still see. And we can add a script. Yeah, so let's actually look at the scripts as well. Scripts they're kind of useful for encapsulating logic that you reuse, or I guess shell commands that you reuse. So in this case, let's add a run script, and this will just call node index.js. And the way that we actually use this script is by running npm run. Gee, this was a very bad name, but we use npm run and then the script name. So I'm just going to change this to start. Start is what you'll commonly see. So if I run npm run start, it will run, well, you can see what it ran. It ran node index.js, and this is exactly what we expected to print out. Final step, we can run npm publish in our terminal. So npm publish. Yep, so it should be published. If I copy this, okay, and I go to npm.js.com, I guess it is. and I search for this, we should get the package that I just published. Yep, you can see it's my username. This is taking a while to load. Doesn't really matter. But now we have this published. Yeah, so now let's actually try to use it. I'm gonna create a, I'm gonna go up a directory, make a folder called package testing, cd into package testing. I'm gonna run npm init-y again, just to get everything set up. Now I'm gonna npm install the package that we just published. So if I go here, you should be able to copy this. In my terminal, I can run npm install this package. So now it should be installed. So now if I create a file really quick, so let's create an, and now you see this node modules. Node modules is just where npm stores all the dependencies that you've downloaded. And package lock is to like lock in specific versions of the packages. So now if I add an index.js, like I mentioned before, we need to require the package. That's not right. Yep, and I get autocomplete because this is the only package installed. But if we require this, if I save, and now if I go back to my terminal and I run node index.js, we should get hello world from our npm package. But if we cat index.js just to show what's going on, we're only like requiring the package that we published. Yeah, so I think that's about it for this exercise. Are there any questions? I guess if not, I guess I'll show you how import syntax works in Node.js, because we have like 5 minutes at the end right now. Do any of you know what like the JavaScript import syntax that you use in browsers looks like? I guess if not, that's okay. So the way it looks like is we use the import keyword, and then if we import specific package from, oh no, oh that's the wrong command. Node index.js. Yeah, we'll get an error. It says to load an ES module, set type to module. Yeah, so this is one way to solve it, just by setting type module in package.json. Yeah, it even says the other way, or use the .mjs extension. So if we rename this file to, no, it's not there, to .mjs, we can just import it. I guess just import. I think this will still get an error. I think the reason we get an error, wait. Yeah, that's a bit weird. I think the reason we're getting an error here is because we didn't actually export anything in our other module. So I need to delete these two. So we can just import if we just import a module and don't like import any like values from it, it will just run the module and not do anything with the result. So I think this should work. Or not, that's a bit weird. Yep, I have no idea why that's happening. That's probably going to take a lot longer to solve than we have time for. But I guess just know that this is the import syntax that you will be using. In general, it will be looking something like, I guess in the example of a React package, it'll be something like import React from React, is how you'd use it in, I guess for assignment 3, or I guess like in Node in general, that's how you would expect to use it. Okay. Any other questions before we end off for today? We have a couple minutes left. What is the name of the program used for pink color? I think it's like Windows Power Toys. Power Toys. You can let's just Google for it. It's one of the like, yeah, power toys. Yeah, this one. So I'll chuck the link in here. I think you need to like download the release manually and install it like that. But it gives you a couple things that are useful. I think the only thing I use is for the color picker and to disable my caps lock key. Yeah, here's the link to it. But yeah, it's pretty useful. I'm sure there are like lots of other ones. And I guess they've added a bunch of extra stuff. But yeah, so that's what I use for color picking. Yeah, any other questions?